So today I thought I would try and use some limited colours. So I've got on my palette I've got a yellow ochre, a burnt umber, a red, a small touch of ultramarine blue and some white. Also got myself a pencil. Because it is Christmas week coming up. If you're watching this any other time of the year, it's Christmas week. And yeah, I thought I'd put a little horizon line in today. I'm going to do something festive today because it's the last one of the year. I thought we'd do something fun and interesting. And if you're just a beginner starting out and you want a bit of fun, then we'll do this little Christmas scene type of thing. I'm going to put maybe a church or something there. I'm just giving myself an idea of where that's going to go. I might put a building of sorts in front of that one like this. There we are. Little, just if you don't have to draw, okay? You don't have to draw. Just give yourself an idea of maybe there's a couple of buildings there, something like that, and we might put a Christmas tree or something there like this. And we'll do something in the foreground as well. So before we go any further, I'm going to grab some kitchen roll. It's a bit warmer. If you've followed me the last few weeks, you'll know it's been quite cold in Wales, and but it's warmed up today. It's about 10 degrees, which is really weird because I think God has had his winter fuel allowance or something because it's gone quite warm. So let's put some yellow ochre. I'm going to do different colours today. I thought, because when we associate the Christmas scene, we associate either a dark sky or a white sky. We got snow. And I thought, let's use some yellow ochre today. Why not change things up a bit? And you can do this. You can be a little bit constructive, I think. Use your imagination, use some different colours. You know, we don't have to be limited to what colours we have to use. Who's telling us that we have to use certain colours for certain scenes? You know, it's like Monet's and Van Gogh's, you know, they used all these different colours, didn't they? They really did. So as we come down, we need to come a little bit lighter like this. Now, if you want to darken the sky a little bit, I got a bit of burnt umber, which I'm just going to moisten my brush. I'm just going to put a bit of burnt umber just in that sky, just like that, just to darken it a bit, not too much, but just enough just to darken the sky off, just a little bit up the top there. We could put some clouds in if you wanted to. I don't know yet. We'll see how it works. And let's just bring down this like this. I'm using cardboard again. A couple of reasons, as I said in the past, why I use cardboard is because I haven't got any room to store all my paintings now. If I'm doing one painting every week, sometimes two, depending on how I get in the studio, you know, that's a lot of paintings, and I don't sell my paintings, so I got to store them or throw them away or something. So I tend to use cardboard, and I just paint over older paintings, and I keep doing that until I can't paint on the cardboard anymore, and there's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. But the good thing with cardboard, this is what they call mount board. This is the board they use to mount pictures for frames, and you cut out the shape to give yourself a frame. That's what this is. You can get, this is the plain one. You can get the ones that have got a color on them. You can have blue ones, grey ones, pink ones, whatever you want. But it's basically a mount board. Used for different things as well. I just painted all over my drawing, but that was just an idea. So there we go. So we are happy with that. Are we happy with that? I think maybe we could put some stringy clouds in. Let's just use a little bit of burnt umber on your brush. Don't concentrate too much on the shapes and stuff like that. You just want an essence of maybe there's just something in the sky like that. Maybe just a few dark clouds, just like that, just in the sky. There we go. A little bit of highlight just on them clouds like that. You don't have to put clouds in unless you want to. There you go. Just enough, just to give you an idea that, yeah, there's some clouds there. There's some clouds, and just merge that, blend that dust down into the paintwork like that, so it just takes that edge away. You want to lose that edge. You want to lose that edge. So let's get into our burnt umber and white, and let's just put a line across there like that, so we can work to just burnt umber and white, a little bit of burnt umber, a little bit of white. Bringing that down like this. Bit more white and burnt umber. Building in some shadows. Because we're going to have a bit of snow. Because it's a winter scene, we have to have snow. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. There we go. Just a little bit of moisture on my brush, and I'm just going to bring that across like that. The good thing is with cardboard is with acrylics, it doesn't matter how thin. I can make this paint really like water, look. It doesn't matter because it's going to soak into the cardboard and stick. Unlike canvas where that would peel off. I've got no peeling off problems with my paint on cardboard, because it absorbs into the cardboard itself, and that's how it sticks. It fixes itself. It really does. I got to check, make sure my cameras are working. There we go. Everything is working. Yes. Okay. So the next stage is, let's just try and get these buildings in place. I'm just going to use a small brush for this, and again I'm going to use some burnt umber. I'm going to get some burnt umber there, and I'm going to get some yellow ochre to it, like that, just darkening up the yellow ochre. There we are, because we don't use black to darken things, we use the opposites. So if you wanted to darken blue, and then dull it back a bit. If you want to dull blue back, add a little bit of green to it. There we go. Yeah. So, but try to avoid using black if you can. So let's just put a line down like this. Whoosh, that's a bit thick, that paint. We work with it. We'll let it work for us. Try and keep that straight. I'm trying to not get my hand in shot if I can help it, because I want you to see what I'm doing, so it's a little bit more difficult for me to paint when I'm doing that, but it's okay. Putting a little bit of a roof in there like that, because you're not going to see the other side of that building, because we said we were going to put another building in front of that. So I'm just going to darken this up again, just a touch, because I want to put this building in, coming in the front there like that. Just a block of colour at the moment, just a block of colour. And then go back into this lighter colour. Let's get a little bit of lighter colour now coming across. Let's just get that a little bit lighter so we can see where it is. There we go. And that's coming down like that. These are just guidelines where we're going to be putting our buildings, and then we can bring the side of that building down then, just like that. It's simple shapes, isn't it? So you've got that oblong is on a slight angle there, and you've got another oblong there, look, and then you've got a square there with a triangle on top, and then you've just got this weird angle there, and we can play around with this and try and make it look three-dimensional. We also said that we were going to put another building in here, didn't we? So let's just get this building. Needs to go on a slight angle like that. It needs to look as if it's running away from the church. So it needs to be a little bit wider there, a little bit narrower there. Now that roof looks as if it's slightly behind that church and it's going away on an angle. So it's all about angles and shapes, basically. That's all painting is. It's building up an illusion. I'm thinking about perspectives and planes and stuff like that. So you can see that's got a couple of buildings there. I'm happy with that. We can work on that. Now we said we were going to put a Christmas tree in, but before I do that, I'm just going to get another little short flat. There we are, just dampen my brush. I'm going to get a little bit of this white and a bit of yellow ochre to it. I just want to make this lovely colour. I want to take that behind there, that building. Don't worry if it goes over what we just painted, that's fine. We can adjust that and we just do this wonderful distant, maybe a hill or a mountain. It's not a mountain, let's call it a hill. It's a hill. I'm going to just get a little bit of highlight on that hill, just like this. There's a couple of hills there now. Very distant. Very distant hills. Because inside of that, we need to bring a little bit whiter, just in front. So we're separating the sky from the mountains or the hills and the front snowfall. There we are. Nothing is bright white. I don't know if you've noticed, but I am not doing any bright white at the moment. Now I'm going to get my little detail brush, and if I put my hand in front of the camera, I do apologize. Now this is going to come down across like that. So we've got another oblong shape there, like that. We're also going to drop that line there, like that. We'll go back into our paintbrush now and just bring this down, just like that. Proper Christmassy card painting. Let's get a bit of shadow now. So we need to darken up this side of the building. So put in a darker next to the light, you've got that, and these little like oblongs there, little line there, it looks a little bit three-dimensional, and it will do once we put a little bit of snow now on this roof. There we are. Just put a little bit of snow. Just like that. And then we can get a little bit of a line like that. Another little line there. So there's a little bit of snow catch in there. We just get some dark burnt umber. Put a little line just under there, a little line there. Just add a little shadow. And maybe just a couple of windows or something there. There we are. I don't know. Maybe a church door or something there like that. There we go. Maybe a church door there. Now we get some of this snow. And we put a little bit of snow just on the top of this building there. And then we can get some more snow. Nice building. Ooh, let's get just a little chimney there. Looks like a bit of a chimney, and we could have a little bit of, whoops, a little bit of smoke coming out of that chimney because you've got a fire on in there. There we go. This could be the vestry. A couple of windows. It's caught a little bit of snow in there. Let's just pick up a little bit of colour. Trying to pick up a little bit of colour. I don't want to put too much paint on my brush. I want to try and get a little bit of a shadow under there like that. There we go. Very small, delicate brush marks. It's always harder to draw something or paint something small. So we could put another bit of snow coming down there, and we could do this building now. I've got some snow on it. It's a little bit darker over there because it's in shadow. So let's get a little bit more light. And just have fun. Just try and create your own picture if you can. Put another chimney there, and we put a little bit of snow on top of that chimney, because you haven't got that fire lit in that building. It's cold. It's going to be cold in that building. There's a couple of little marks like that. Maybe there's a door there. There we are. Just simple, easy little way of doing some buildings. And you practice. You need to practice. So we need to get some of this snow. This snow has gone all the way up on the side of that building like this. Oops, I picked a big glob of paint then. The snow has gone all the way up the side of that building. Look, it's been drifting. The wind has been blowing. And it's up there. Wow. That snow is definitely been blowing around all around this building. And then we could have a few trees, maybe. There, something. Maybe we could put a tree there. Let's put another one. Just like that. Let's get a small brush now. I'm just going to put some snow on these trees. I just love playing sometimes in been quite stressed this last couple of days because of the weather, and it's been horrible, and I've not been able to go and do my day job like I should, because it's a bit difficult trying to clean windows, because that's what I do. I clean windows for a living. It's very difficult to clean windows when everything is freezing. But we got to have money for Father Christmas. We got to have money for the turkey and the drink and mulled wine and all that type of stuff. So there we are. Just a little bit of snow. Just there, like that. So we got a little building there. Right, let's get this snow. Just build some snow in. We could put maybe there's a little path going there. You can just about see that path in the snow. It's all gone sludgy. There we are. Let's put maybe some fence posts, because that's going around the church. And there's a little bit of snow dropping on a few of these. There we are. I'm not going to do all the fence, because normally I do the crossbars as well. I don't want to do that this time. I'm just going to drop a little bit of paint just on a couple of them like that. I hope that looks okay. I'm just making this up as I go along now. So we've got a bit of a fence there. I'm trying to fill this area with something. I don't quite know what. I'll tell you what we could do. Let's get one of my brushes like this, and let's get a little bit of burnt umber and yellow ochre, and just put a few, maybe bushes or grass area. There we are. We'll put some bushes and stuff there just to fill that up like that. And then we get some snow. I just caught on those like that. I always lose this brush. I should put this one side, I think. Let's just get a few twigs, branches, things like this. Just coming out like that. There you go. Looks good. I quite like that. So now I'm going to put a big snow feature.
Hey, welcome, thanks for stopping by. It's time to learn with our friend Clive. So grab your brush, have a great time.
Just in here like this.
And don't forget to click subscribe.
And you guessed it. We're going to do a little bit of a snowman, I think. Just to finish off this lovely Christmas week. Because we're coming up to Christmas Day on the weekend, and I thought it would be nice to finish off my year of lessons with another Christmas scene. And I thought, what nicer thing to do than something like a Christmas card, snowman type of thing. This is just what we did when we started off this Christmas season. Because I've been painting some Christmas cards, and I'll leave all them in the iCards for you. If you don't know what an iCard is, it's a little thing. There's a little bar that'll come across on the video saying, please click here for this lesson type of thing. And that's what you need to click on. So we'll just get this wonderful snowman in. I'm going to do his head now. Whoops. Picked up a big globe. I gotta stop picking up these big globes of paint. So we got another snowball. And it's a bit of fun. Get the children involved. Get them to be creative. Because I love creativity. I love creativity. It teaches people so much. It teaches people so much. Should I do a stick for a arm, or shall I just do a fun? I think I'm just gonna paint his arm in, I think. Because this is a real snowman. He's come to life. He's come to life because it's Christmas Eve, and the air is full of magic. Santa is on his sleigh. Santa's on his sleigh. So he's filling the air with magic. There's his other arm. There we are. There's his other arm. And we'll put put his thumb there like that. So let's drop a bit more shadow. I'm just going to take my time with this now. I'll have a bit of fun. I'm going to have a bit of fun. I want to relax a little bit today, so this video might go on a little bit more than normal. So I just want to Let's add a little bit more detail to his arm like that. There you go. We need to put a scarf on him or something, don't we? We need to put a scarf on him now, I think. So I'm just going to get myself a detailing brush. And first of all, again, I'm just going to use this yellow ochre and burnt umber because I want to put this scarf in. And if I use this colour, that means I only have to paint the pattern on then rather than block it all out. So I'm just trying to get a shape like this. There's little tassels on his scarf. That comes around. There we go. And now I'm going to get some red. And I'm going to put a line like that. Build a square in. Get a little bit of yellow ochre on my red because I want to lighten my red. I don't want to use white because it'll go pink. Trying to make a box basically. Da, 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 da. It's a Christmas present. It's a Christmas present for one of the children. There we go. Okay. Let me just sharpen that up. Now, before I do anything else, what I need to do now is get my toothbrush. Where's my toothbrush? Just making sure that everything is recording. This is going to be quite a long video, I reckon, this one. Let's put some snow in. Do, 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 do. So some light snow there. We put some bigger snowdrops on in a second. I'm just going to turn my cameras off while I dry this, and I need to reset something. Everything goes wrong, see? Everything goes wrong. This should be dry enough now. That should be dry enough. Okay, so let's have a look at this box once more. Let's try and get this box done. So we need to put some highlights. Let's get a bit more white. Dee-lee-dee-dee-dee-dee. That's my attempt of a bow, by the way, because I haven't got time to spend painting a bow, but that'll do. I think that'll do. Let's put a little bit more. Let's put a bit of a highlight more there now. Looks like a bit of ribbon or something. I don't know. It's fine. I'll do me. So there's his Christmas present. Let's get a little bit of this. Slightly lighter there. A bit darker there. I'll do. Get his thumb back in. Because he's holding that parcel. That was red. I didn't want red. Doesn't matter. There's a bit of a reflection off his. Bit of a reflection off his box he's carrying. Get some red on my brush. I'll just put some lines on his scarf. Red is a lovely colour, by the way. Do 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 do. That's his scarf. Now we have got to try and put his hat on. I really got to think now at the moment. It's not difficult for me to lose my train of thought sometimes, especially when I'm thinking about cameras and talking. And sometimes we forget, or I forget, exactly what I'm doing. I need to go that way. See? That needs to come like that. paint his hat. I want to try and get this brim a lot darker there and more out like that. Burnt umber isn't it's quite a transparent colour, so you need to add a little bit of black to it sometimes, or a little bit of Prussian blue or something like that. Boom 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 boom. Dun, 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 dun. What I'm trying to do is get this to look like a hat. I'm putting my lines in this fashion because I want to make it look as if it's like rounded-ish, if you understand what I mean. I'm trying to put some highlights in as well. And that, there's a nice gold band on his head. Or in this case it's yellow ochre. We're going to chuck a couple of red berries in there, and I'm going to get some yellow ochre, add the smallest amount of blue to it. Is that going to go green? Is that going to go the green I want? It's quite a dirty green, that is. Let's add a bit of white, let's see what happens. It's more of a, it's not a bright green, is it? I don't like that green. I'm going to have to get some green. I'm going to have to put some green. Let's get some hooker's green. I wasn't sure exactly how that would have worked, but I thought I'd give it a try, because you don't know sometimes until you actually try these things. But I want a bright green, so you know, sometimes it's better just to put a green on your palette if you think you're going to use green rather than try and make a green, because what's the point in struggling? There you go. A little bit of white. Just to catch a little light on them berries like that. And we could put another sprig of something there. Oh, there we go. How was that? That looks pretty good, doesn't it? Maybe it needs a bit lighter than that. Just add a little bit of white to it. Get some highlights on it. I don't know what they are. It could be just berries. It could be anything like that, couldn't it? Let's get our brush that we use for the snow now. Let's just try and tidy up his face a bit. I quite like this. It's looking quite nice, actually. Put his buttons in. On his coat, on his belly. Get a bit of snow. There you go. He's going to have a carrot for a nose. Oh, Frosty the Snowman. He came to life one day. Put some snow catching on top of the box there, like that, a little bit on his nose. And we need to get some burnt umber now. Let's just give him a little eye. And all of a sudden, old Frosty comes to life. Made a bit of a mess there, didn't I? Could have done a better job there. He's okay. He looks as if he's lost maybe a tooth or two. Let's get some snow. I want to brighten that up a bit. There he is. Frosty the Snowman. Frosty the Snowman. And I'm just going to get some white paint just on this brush now. And I'm just going to put a couple of bigger snowdrops in. Just like that. So thank you very, very much for all your support over the last year, and I want to wish you all a very, very, very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and I will see you on the next lesson. Have a little bit of fun with that one. I hope you enjoyed as much as I did, and as I said, thank you very much for the thumbs up, the subscriptions to the channel, and don't forget the subscriptions are absolutely free. Just press the subscribe button and you get a lesson every week on a Monday at 7:30 Greenwich Meantime. I'm full of paint. So I'm gonna go and have a nice coffee now, and I will see you next year. Bye bye.